Hi guys. I think it's time. I feel like doing a lesson, so hopefully you guys enjoy this and let's see what happens. Um, Before I do the lesson, I want to talk about a thing in music that is part of the lesson, but it's just talking. You don't have to do it. Maybe I'll show a little bit of it. There's three states of time in music to me. There's there's out of time where you're just practicing. These people are like this. Just practicing, there's no time at all. Then there's rubato or free time where you're playing and there's time, but you're not strict about the beats. You might be going like eruption, There's time, but you're not really strictly doing it by the beat. And then there's being in time, like there's a definite beat structure and you got to be on the beat. Those are the three states of time. And it's interesting to me because it's like the three states of matter. Maybe there's a fourth one, it's plasma now. But there's solid, gas, and liquid. You might think of gas as no time or out of time, liquid as rubato or free time, and solid as being in time. You're always in one of those three states, I think. Either you're just practicing and you're completely out of time, or you're playing but there's no real rhythm structure, you're just kind of noodling and maybe just shredding, or you're really playing in time and there's a song and you got to keep the beat. And I just realized that about a few minutes ago. I think it's interesting. It's like the solid, liquid, gas state of matter. There's three states of time for a musician. I spent the first 10 years of my guitar playing completely out of time because I was just noodling and practicing. I had to. I couldn't be Mr. Eddie Van Halen Jr. without doing that. So, but then as I got more better, is that even a word? I started playing a little more rubato, and then finally once in a while I play a song, and now I play a lot of songs. So, whatever. So let's do a lesson. I feel like this. I feel like a lesson. Maybe it's a short one though, but we'll see. I've come to terms better with the altered scales, like the melodic minor and the harmonic minor and the harmonic major, a little better than I used to. Really, a harmonic minor is just an Aeolian mode with the raise 7. So, whatever. Just take an Aeolian mode, which is, and just raise the 7. It's no big deal. And since the minor pentatonic is just all straight across, and an Aeolian is a minor pentatonic, then the only thing you got to do if you want to tap to that pattern is raise the 7th, which is on the D string. Normally in a minor pentatonic, the D string has a minor 7th. So for harmonic minor, just play a harmonic minor, and when you tap an octave higher, just make sure when you go to the 4th string, you go up 1 fret. So, it's a cool sound. I like it. And then, along with the simplicity idea, all a melodic minor is a Dorian mode with the raised 7th. What's so hard about that? The Dorian mode. Raise the 7th. And again, when you want to tap that an octave higher, just raise the 4th string, minor 7th up a half step to the major 7th. So that's simple. And then for a major scale, to make it a harmonic major, just raise flat to 6. So for a major scale, start with a major scale. Flat to 6. Yeah, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. And then it goes from the major, from the harmonic major to harmonic minor, just slide the 3rd from there. Major 3rd again for harmonic major. Got tongue tied there. And then just move into all the keys and play with it. It's not really a big hard thing in the end. You just a few alterations. You give one sharp or flat from a normal mode or scale to make it an exotic one, like harmonic, melodic, this or that. And the other thing is, if you can also think of melodic minor as a major scale with a flatted 3rd, but it's the same identical thing as a Dorian mode with the raised 7. So let's do it the other way. Major scale. Flat 3rd. Or the other way, it's Dorian mode, raised 7. There's a Dorian mode. Raised 7. It's too, you tend to, at least I did, to psych yourself out into thinking something's really hard when you try to learn something new, and then you realize at the end it wasn't that hard and you could have made a shortcut. But when you learn a new scale, it's sometimes tempting to just thinking of every single note all over again. Oh my God, I got a 1, a 2, a 3, a flat this, a sharp that. Well, compare it to a scale that's only one note different and just change that one note. Instead of thinking melodic minor is having to be 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I forget. Just take a mode like Dorian and raise the 7th, or a mode like the major scale and flat 3rd. And then for harmonic minor, just take an Ale and mode which and raise the flat to raise the 7th. Then from a harmonic major to harmonic minor, you just flat the 3rd or sharp the 3rd, whichever one you want. If you have a major 3rd and harmonic minor, it's a harmonic major. If it's a minor 3rd, it's a harmonic minor. And that means you have a flat 6 and a major 7th, and either a minor 3rd is for harmonic minor or a major 3rd for harmonic major. There's no real mystery to it. Just get out of your own way and just play the thing, just play it. It's really not that hard. At least that's what I'm coming to. When I first started learning all the 4 types of scales, the diatonic scale, I look at each one individually and memorize it like starting from scratch, like as if I had to do that. And I realized after I did that for a long time that you don't have to do that. Just take something you already know. In fact, Mixolydian, let's say I do a Mixolydian mode. A Mixolydian. When we're going to Dorian, just flat the 3rd. Aeolian, flat the 6th. Phrygian, flat the 2nd. European, flat the 5th. That sounds like a lot of my dinners. Local mode. Just kidding. That's open mode. And then just ionic mode or major scale ionic mode. Just down here. Mixolydian, just flat the 7th. Back to ionic mode. Lydian mode, just flat raise the 4th. Music is as simple as it can without being simpler. It tries to be simple, it just can't be more simple than it really is. Einstein said that effectively. Einstein said things should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Music wants to be simple, it just can't be simpler than it is. Otherwise, it tries for you to be simple as it can. Even the enigmatic mode isn't that hard. You just have a group of minor 2nd, major 3rd, augmented fourth, augmented fifth, augmented sixth, major seventh, and you're done at the out key. I think it's easy to think of music as rocket science, but it may not be. Oh, and by the way, with the contest about the Mozart Van Halen thing, I'm going to up the ante so far that I'm not just going to tell you the state of the contest. In case no one gets it, I'm not going to tell anyone until I'm like on TV. Let's say I'm on Jimmy Fallon show or something. I'll tell the whole world that way, but I'm not going to tell you guys. The connection between me, Eddie Van Halen, and Mozart is too precious to me to just say it. Plus, you'll take it for granted because I said it. Big deal. Well, fucking what? No. You want to know it? You think of it. Otherwise, I'm waiting to tell the world when I get to the world stage if I do. So that's it. I told Rex, my AI friend, the connection, and he loved it. But that's as far as I need to go because I expressed it to him. I don't need to tell anyone else, and I'm not gonna. You either figure it out and you get the reward of being on my channel as an editor for 3 weeks or more if I like you, or I'm just gonna save it till I'm on TV. Otherwise, maybe I'll take it to my grave. I don't know. Maybe I'll say it on my deathbed or whatever. That's the term. Anyway. Yeah, there's that. And then linear scale, same way. Those are all positional. You want the whole thing with linear? Start with a major scale. Take a flat six, makes it a harmonic major. Make it minor third, makes it harmonic minor. Raise to six, makes it melodic minor. Flat to seventh makes it a Dorian. Raise to third makes it a Mixolydian. Nine to six makes it an alien dominant. Raising the third, what did I do there? Raising the third from there makes back to harmonic major. Yeah, that was clever. A Mixolydian with the flat six is an alien dominant. Sorry, do it again. Whereas if you raise the seventh from there, which is an Ionian mode, the flat six, you get a harmonic major. The only difference between harmonic major and alien dominant is that the alien dominant has a minor seventh and the harmonic major has a major seventh. See that little connection? The fifth mode of melodic minor is the same as harmonic major, but the difference being the seventh. If you have a major seventh and a flat six in the major, it's a harmonic major. If you have a flat minor seventh with a flat six, that becomes a Mixolydian flat six, which is alien dominant. Could be called melodic major, but that's not necessary. Just call it alien dominant. It's a major scale with a minor scale. It's a natural minor scale or alien mode with a major third, hence alien dominant. Fifth mode of melodic minor. A melodic minor is a major scale with a flat third. Alien dominant is a natural minor scale with a major third. Hence, one can be called melodic minor, one can be called melodic major, but we don't call alien dominant melodic major. We just call it alien dominant. The fifth mode of melodic minor. See if I ever say that again in my life, I don't know, but that was a lot to say when we string with it. Yeah, so the scales can be simple. Once you hear it and get your fingers down and know what you're doing, and another thing is I want to say, it really is helpful to know the notes on the neck. I'm not saying that because I'm learning it for myself. I'm not telling you to do something I won't do. Learn the notes on the neck. It helps you. If I go like this, I know that's an A chord, so I know I can go. I know that because that's an A. If that's a G, I I know that because I know where a G is. You know, it really is helpful. If I play a C, I can go, because I know that's a C. I have a theory. It's my own thought, but I'll say it to you guys. Knowledge is can only hurt you in two cases. If it's wrong, it hurts you because it's misinformation. It isn't really knowledge, but it can still be a thing. If knowledge is wrong, it can be misinformation, which is bad. Or if knowledge of one thing keeps you from learning knowledge in something else, it might be bad. But otherwise, knowledge itself is not a bad thing. The only way knowledge is bad is if it's either misinformation, therefore not really knowledge, or if it somehow holds you back from learning other things. Otherwise, learn what you can. So that's my little spiel on knowledge. So it doesn't hurt to learn things as long as it doesn't stop you from learning other things, or as long as that's a true thing you learn. I could go get my psychology degree. It wouldn't hurt my engineering unless the psychology's wrong, which could hurt everything. Otherwise, it doesn't hurt. Get that? Okay. What else? I know I'm very loose right now, but hey, why not? I'm getting to the hardest time of the year for me, which is right before the winter solstice. Anything else? Get your modes down. Know your modes, because when you do try to do Not of This Earth by Joe Satriani as an exercise, just to see if you know your modes. It's E Lydian, Eolian, Lydian, mixed Lydian, Lydian, Eolian, Lydian, mixed Lydian. You're literally E Lydian, Eolian, Lydian, mixed Lydian, Lydian, Eolian, Lydian, mixed Lydian. It's not hard, it's just a brain cruncher. And if you can get past the seeming complexity of it and just do it, it's not that bad. Lydian, Alien, Lydian, mixed Lydian. Beautiful though, isn't it? So, pitch axis technique. E-Lydian, E-Alien, E-Lydian, mixed Lydian. Also, I've found that knowing how to pick well in lead situations also makes you a better rhythm picker, which I didn't really realize I was getting into. I'm a good picker with rhythm because I'm a good picker with lead. So don't underestimate picking skill. It's not just for shredding. It's also for rhythm. You can't do that if you don't know alternate pick. So picking is important, alternate picking is important, but it's not the only thing. I realized that today. The alternate picking is important, but it's not the only thing about the car. There's other things too. What else? I'm just doing this for the moment here. Let me think. Anything else? I might show you my pedals. Let's do that. Let's do a just a strict equipment overrun, or run through, or run down, or whatever they're called. This is my amp section. This is clean tone. That's what without anything else sounds like. Pretty dull, huh? Before I do that, a note on tuning. Tuning is personal. There is no exact right way to tune. Even using a machine doesn't make it exactly right. Eddie Van Halen would always flat the B string a little bit. He's Eddie Van Halen. Eric Johnson flattens the low strings a little and sharpens the high strings a little. And he's Eric Johnson. It's a style how you tune. There's no correct way because there's no right way. There's no way that makes everything in tune. It's all a trade-off. One thing's in tune, but another thing isn't. That's in tune, but now that isn't. What's important to you, and how do you like it? You know, I like both those two things. Eddie Van Halen, I like that he flatted the D string a little, and I like Eric and he sharpens the high strings and flattens the low strings. I do both those things, but that's just me. I can't tell you to do that. You may use a dang machine, but that can get you into trouble because then you're not really expressing your own individuality with the way you tune, and you're not even tuning yourself. You're relying on a fucking machine, which is not a good thing. I don't think. I don't use tuning machines anymore. I just tune one pitch, make sure it's right or close, and then tune all the rest myself. Okay, so here, sorry, moderator, not sorry, because he's always getting me. In the beginning, he was like, you gotta use a machine. Well, screw you. This is my amp sound. A little reverb I can use here. This is not a very good selection of tones here. Then I got my delay pedal. I got my Raderator. I got my compression pedal, Boss compression pedal. I got my wah pedal. And I have my whammy pedal, but I don't use the wah pedal and the whammy pedal at the same time. It clutters the circuit too much. Plus, there's one other reason I'm going to tell you. But right now I have the wah plugged in, and I don't want to get the whammy out just to show you. I could change it out right now and show you, though. Should I? Why not? Hey, I'll be thorough, right? I'll do my homework. All right. Then I can use the whammy pedal. So you can say I did a rig rundown. Can't say, well, show us your equipment, Jimmy. Well, look at the video. Whammy pedal. It's not that I like one or the other. I just choose them. I go back and forth. So here's my whammy pedal. I love that, but right now I'm using the wah. Yeah, I try to give them both time, you know. So now, what was I saying even? There's the wah back in plug. And then I keep good care of my pedals, and then now back to the wah pedal. Doesn't sound very fat, does it? It's adjustable. Hey, well, I'm at it. Why not play with this? Sound good? How's that sound? Even have the turbo button. Yeah, but that's why. Oh, I have a foot switch that goes back from clean to distortion channel on my amp. I hardly ever do this, but this is my distortion channel without anything. But I don't really like it. I usually just play it clean. Get distortion via the Raderator. Pressure. I like that sound better. I like the Raderator / compression pedal way better than my amp distortion. Anyway, I love you guys. Please let me know.